Hold up, bitch. Yeah. Hey, yo, I want to welcome y'all to Up&Smoke Reaction channel, and you know I got smoke. So today I will be reacting to the fate of C Murder. He's doing a life sentence in Angola State Penitentiary. Gonna check out this story and see did they get anything right about his story. So let's roll. Let's go. I'm gonna give y'all my honest reaction to everything I hear.
A jury in Jefferson Parish convicted.
Because I was, you know, I'm old. They call me old because I'm in my 30s. So I was back then. I know some shit. So
let's see him on second-degree charges.
See, story is an intricate tapestry woven with strands of success, family, and ultimately tragedy. He ascended to fame as a prominent member of No Limit Records, the powerhouse label founded by his brother, Master P. However, everything changed on a fateful night in a nightclub. A fight broke out, a life was lost, and C found himself accused of. This accusation stalled his career and turned his freedom into a distant dream. Arrest and conviction. In the world of hip-hop, fame and fortune often accompany tragedy and adversity. One such story is that of C, a talented rapper whose life took a devastating turn. Born Corey Miller, C rose to prominence as a member of his brother Master P's label, No Limit Records. With hit albums and a loyal fan base, his future seemed bright. However, in 2002, C.'s life took a dark twist when he was arrested and convicted for the of a 16-year-old fan. The charges were severe, and C found himself facing second-degree charges.
Yeah, they had nothing on him. The guy who's on the No Limit Chronicles, he been canning his statement. You know, like,
let just be 100. Boosie is a person you want to be your friend, bro. That dude, if you a friend of Boosie, he gonna ride for you no matter what till the wheels fall off that bitch. Boosie have been having C Murder back since day one, bro. So that right there is real loyalty. I salute Boosie for that. He like the main person that just be coming out online. Him and Monica, you know, trying to get C Murder free, man. Because if that man innocent and he been in there that whole time, that's effed up, man. Straight up.
C never had a bro.
In 2001, C Murder was involved in a brawl at a nightclub after a dispute with the bouncer and owner, who insisted on searching him before entry. Angry, C allegedly attempted to shoot the club owner in the back by pulling a pistol from his waistband, but the jammed. Reports suggest he tried again, but the still did not fire. As a result of this incident, on May 29, 2007, C pleaded no contest to 2 counts of attempted second-degree. He was subsequently sentenced to 10 years in prison, with credit for time served during house arrest. However, this event was not the one that would ultimately result in his permanent loss of freedom.
Hysterics outside the Jefferson Parish Courthouse after rapper C was found guilty of second-degree.
C was performing at the Platinum Club, a now closed nightclub in Harvey, Louisiana, on January 12, 2002. During a rap battle at the club, a member of C's crew got into an altercation with Steve Thomas, who was also participating in the event.
Once again, rest in peace to the victim in this situation. Like I said, I'm gonna try to stay neutral as possible when I react to these type of stories when someone loses a life. So once again, rest in peace and my condolences to the family.
Following this encounter, a brawl ensued, and after the scuffle involving the rapper, Thomas was shot and subsequently died from the shot wound. In September 2003, C was arrested in connection to this crime and later convicted of second-degree. The trial that ensued was highly controversial and raised significant questions about the fairness of the legal system. Allegations of witness tampering and irregularities during the jury's deliberations cast doubt on the integrity of the proceedings. As the case unfolded, deep divisions and conflicting accounts emerged regarding what transpired on that fateful night. One of the key witnesses in the trial was a bouncer who claimed to have witnessed the shooting, and his testimony played a crucial role in the prosecution's case against C. However, doubts surface about the credibility of this witness and the potential pressure he may have faced to testify against the rapper. "I know the individual that I saw shoot the is not Corey Miller," Jordan said at the time. Despite mounting controversies, the trial proceeded.
That's literally what I feel like put the nail in the coffin for C Murder, bro, was dude making that statement, bro. Now, back then, I don't know right now, but back then it was a lot of dirty ass police back then out there in Louisiana in Baton Rouge, bro. So once dude came out a couple years later saying that they basically forced them to give that statement because they wanted to get C Murder so bad. Like, I don't know, man. That shit don't sound too far-fetched, bro. So I don't know, man. But that is definitely the reason why he's in jail, bro. And once you get life down there, that's it, bro. They are not letting you out, bro. Like, you ain't getting out, not being funny, but them white folks is not letting you out down there, bro. Straight up.
Seated, and on August 10th, 2009, the jury initially reported being deadlocked. However, the presiding judge instructed them to continue deliberating. 3 hours later, the jury returned with a 10-2 guilty verdict, convicting C second degree. On August 14th, 2009, C was sentenced to mandatory life imprisonment by District Judge Hans Liljeberg. Prior to this, from 2006 through 2009, C under various levels of house arrest. After his sentencing, C began serving his life sentence in prison. There's no physical evidence. You're not hearing anything about them having found a said attorney Philip C. Hamilton. There was nothing about any DNA. There was no surveillance video. There was no confession. This all boiled down to the witness statements of these two primary individuals who testified to
what I say. I didn't, like I say, I wasn't for sure, but I knew they didn't have no type of physical DNA, nothing on camera, nothing, bro. The weapon, nothing but those two eyewitnesses, bro, which they both backtrack on a statement. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. That makes me feel like the prosecution believed that maybe they was paid off the said or something. I don't know, man. This whole situation effed up, bro. Like, no cap. Free C Murder, though. Straight up.
having seen the shooting. Attorney Philip C. Hamilton, his attorney at the time, said, the verdict reverberated across the music.
Once again, you know what people say, follow the evidence. Well, the evidence looked like C Murder ain't the shooter. But you know what I'm saying? And it's just somebody, like anybody can, and like I tell people, put yourself in his shoes, bro. You could be out at a club and somebody can get shot and 3 people say they saw you do it, but you know you ain't do shit. You ain't, you know what I'm saying? And now you in jail, fighting for your life and got to do life off of somebody lying, bro. And to think that a person won't lie is crazy, bro. Humans lie, like, period, bro. It is what it is. So them people could be lying, man. They don't have it. That's the type of case, bro. He shouldn't be in there for life, bro. Straight up.
Music industry, triggering widespread public outcry. Many believed that the conviction for was unjust and that external influences had tainted the trial. Supporters of the rapper, including his brothers and nephew, rallied behind him, demanding a new trial and seeking justice. Battle for exoneration. Following the trial, new evidence and revelations emerged, intensifying the controversy surrounding C Murder's case. In 2018, 2 crucial witnesses recanted their statements, alleging that they had been coerced by authorities to testify against C. Darnell Jordan, who was working in security on the night of the shooting, along with Kenneth Jordan, claimed that the police had deceived them into identifying C as the main suspect. Darnell further stated that he was pressured into testifying against the rapper during the 2003 trial. These revelations cast serious doubts on the trial's integrity and the validity of the guilty verdict.
There were a couple of witnesses who identified you as the shooter. So what about those witnesses?
They were just making stuff up, 15 minutes of fame. The night of the shoot, nobody mentioned my name at all.
The recantations brought renewed hope to C and his supporters, who viewed them as a potential breakthrough in his quest for justice. The rapper himself has consistently proclaimed his innocence, asserting that he was wrongfully convicted and that the truth would eventually be revealed. I've been snatched away from my family, separated from my kids, from my career, everything, Miller told WDSU in 2018, and I just want it back. The witness recantations and allegations of...
I ain't gonna lie. This one right here hard to judge, bro. It's like I do pray that he can get out and be with his family and his kids and shit, bro, because I don't want to see nobody locked up, bro. Not even my worst enemy. And I mean that, bro. Because that shit's horrible, bro. Like, straight up. But it's like, bro, down there, man, I just don't see them folks laying you out. It reminds you of the movie Life. You know what I'm saying? Like, them folks don't give a damn, bro. Like, they got ultimate power, and they don't care, bro. Especially if they, down there, they still racist as hell. So I ain't just trying to, pull the race card, but at the same time, like, man, something fishy about that case, bro. It just don't seem
Coercion
fair, bro.
fueled the fight for C exoneration from his life imprisonment sentence. C,
Because his name
along with his
murder,
brothers and nephew, has called for a new trial,
and
maintaining his
thug,
innocence
so they
and
just
arguing that the
assume.
witnesses were coerced into testifying against him. Adding further doubt to the veracity of C involvement was Darnell Jordan's pivot.
They judged the book by its cover, straight up. That's exactly what they did, bro. Not realizing, bro, just a rapper.
In July 2018, the security guard who helped put Corey Miller away recanted his statement. In No Limit Chronicles, Jordan explains that the process had a profound effect on his mental health, noting that he felt tricked by prosecutors. "I had to let everybody know this man is innocent," he declares, reiterating the claims he made 2 years ago. "I feel for Steve's mother and father, but I know for sure that the wrong guy is sitting in jail for their sons." Following this revelation, team has been fighting against the state of Louisiana for a reversal of the sentence, despite the fact that a judge dismissed the possibility of a retrial in 2019. In addition to the witness recantations, legal team has raised other concerns about the trial. They have highlighted irregularities during the jury's deliberations, alleging that one juror voted guilty not based on the evidence, but to protect another juror who was being verbally abused by fellow jurors for refusing to convict
Corey Miller, known to many of you as C, has spent more than a decade in prison, and up until a few days ago, he wasn't sure if he'd ever get out.
When a local news channel reached out to Corey in prison, he expressed happiness that the witness came forward to speak his truth. Corey emphasized that he wasn't upset with the witness and expressed pride in him for speaking out.
I want him to know I'm not upset with him, and I'm proud of him, and me and my family.
Now, this information I didn't even know. Like, I didn't know what he said, like a juror or a witness. I gotta take that back because he kind of threw me off. Let me see, bro. What did he say, bro?
Spent more than a decade in prison, and up until a few days ago, he wasn't sure if he'd ever get out.
When a local news channel reached out to Corey in prison, he expressed happiness that the witness came forward to speak his truth. Corey emphasized that he wasn't upset with the witness and expressed pride in him for speaking out.
I want him to know I'm not upset with him, and I'm proud of him. My family, my daughters, especially, we thank you for real. I mean, it's a life-changing moment.
Despite these developments, appeals have encountered significant challenges. In December 2011, his conviction was upheld. Then in 2013, the Supreme Court rejected his final appeal, citing that the 10-2 jury vote to convict him was valid under Louisiana law at the time, though a 9-3 consensus would have resulted in a mistrial. Nevertheless, the fight for justice persists, with legal team filing post-conviction relief applications and striving to uncover new evidence.
I've been snatched away from my family, from raising my kids, and from my career, from everything. And I just want it back.
On April 2nd, 2014, Miller's attorney, Rachel Connor, filed a post-conviction relief application in state court, raising 10 points to support her assertion that her client did not receive a fair trial. Connor intends to raise additional points with a primary focus on what she described as irregularities during the jury's deliberation. In August 2021, C initiated a hunger strike to protest his conditions and the status of his trial. He alleged that the district attorney had withheld evidence and expressed concerns about contracting COVID-19 in prison. During the same month, he enlisted civil rights attorney Benjamin Crump to join his legal team. Amidst this ongoing battle for justice, supporters and legal team...
Hey, man, you can't blame that man, bro. He fighting for his life, bro. And if you was in his shoes, you would be doing it too, bro. So that's why I truly believe, man, something ain't right with this case, bro. Like, he probably ain't even do it, you know. People always like to look at, like, oh, a rapper, he killed somebody, you know, because nowadays, you damn near gotta crash out to become a rapper. So it's like, oh, do you see murder caught a body? Oh yeah, he a real. Nah, bro, dude really ain't do it. But because the perception of it and people entertain on a lie, you know, public opinion, that shit got that man life, bro. And he ain't even do it, bro. That shit crazy.
Remain resolute in their pursuit to uncover the truth and secure his exoneration. They argue that the witness recantations and allegations of coercion warrant a new trial, providing Seymour with an opportunity to demonstrate his innocence. The fact of the matter is Corey Miller was tried, found guilty, and sentenced based on the testimony of witnesses who admittedly perjured themselves. The rapper's attorney, Ron Rakowski, said in a statement, "There is no physical evidence in this case. We requested a new trial. A judge reviewed the case, finding countless legal errors, and in the interest of justice, she ordered a new trial, ultimately overturning his conviction. Even though this judge acted properly, the appellate court is still denying Miller a new trial, which has never been done before in the history of Louisiana law. We're going to bring these injustices out," Johnson told reporters during the press conference.
So yeah, somebody don't like them, or somebody don't like C Murder or his family, Master P. Somebody with power, bro. Somebody with some power don't like them, bro. That's all I get from that, bro. Like, for that shit to happen and never happened in the history of Louisiana, bro. To happen to a simple rapper, bro. Like, wow, bro. And I ain't trying to be funny. He wasn't like, he would have been on like a Tupac. I feel like not even Tupac, like a Kanye. He could have been on anybody's level by now, bro, if this never happened, bro. He was just getting started. So he wasn't even like an international superstar when this shit happened, bro. And they was hating already. So yeah, they ain't like his brother, bro. It was Master P, bro. Master P had a lot of folks that probably didn't like the fact that he got rich as hell, bro, because that shit smelled personal as hell, bro.
Going to fight this all the way to the Supreme Court if we have to. We need to either fix it ourselves or bring national attention to Louisiana's problems. C wants to make a change, and we're willing to stand with him. I am not asking for any special treatment or favors, the rapper said in a statement. I just want what is due to me, a fair and impartial trial. I am not a... Many of Caesar's supporters and fellow rap stars have voiced their support for his efforts to be exonerated. Several celebrities, including Chance the Rapper, Diddy, T.I., and Jay-Z, have spoken out regarding C's case, highlighting the importance of justice and fairness in his legal proceedings. Their public statements underscore widespread concern and solidarity within the music community, advocating for a thorough review of the case and a fair resolution for C. Chance the Rapper called for a fair trial for C, emphasizing the importance of due process and fairness in legal proceedings. Diddy advocated for justice and reform in the criminal justice system, highlighting broader systemic issues.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, Diddy, they could have kept his part out of there. Like, I don't know how long dude when he made this video or whatever, but he could have kept Diddy out. This ain't even a Diddy moment, bro. That nigga Diddy need to worry about his own shit right now.
T.I. expressed his belief in C's innocence and voiced his support for him. Jay-Z, a vocal advocate for criminal justice reform, has specifically called for C's release from prison. In the past, Kim Kardashian has also been a prominent advocate for C's release or retrial, amplifying awareness of his case and advocating for a reconsideration of the legal proceedings. True justice for the young man requires that the person who actually him be held responsible and that Corey Miller be returned home to his kids, Kardashian West tweeted. Kardashian West said she would be...
That's why I say shout out to Kim Kardashian, bro. That was some that was some real shit, bro. She do got like a little power, bro, a little voice just to get people to really see the injustice in this case, bro. So shout out to her for that. Because they definitely doing C Murder wrong, bro. That's just my opinion. If y'all feel different, then put y'all opinion in the comments, man, and I'll read them and reply to them. You know what I'm saying?
Be working with the singer Monica, who was dating Miller at the time of his arrest, as well as Jessica Jackson and Aaron Haney of the Reform Alliance, an organization that aims to dramatically reduce the number of people who are unjustly under the control of the criminal justice system. My heart goes out to the family of Steve Thomas, Kardashian West wrote. I can only imagine how hard this is, and my intention is never to open up this painful wound, but to help find the truth behind this tragedy. C took to Instagram to share his gratitude after his case had seen a renewed interest in the public eye. After our call for the first time in 19 years, I slept, he wrote. thanking both Monica and Kardashian for their interest. You can rest behind these walls, but never do you actually sleep. My case had been stagnant for years. I am a man, so it was no one's responsibility to save me, and no one attempted to. But when you trust God, He will send His angels. This message is to any man or woman fighting the injustices of the system. Don't ever give up. In 2018, after a celebrity basketball charity event at a university in New Orleans, Master P held a rally advocating for the release of his younger brother, C.
I ain't gonna lie, man. If you think about it, it's so many. I guarantee it. I'm not sure of the numbers or the statistics. You know what I'm saying? But I truly believe there's so many people that literally died in prison that was innocent, bro, or did 30, 40 years and didn't even do the crime. You know, that shit. People getting released right now that was getting charged with rape 30, 40 years ago, and they never did it. DNA evidence nowadays prove that they didn't do it, and blah blah. It just, they never got a fair trial, and they had to do. Can you imagine you doing 35, 40 years of your life is completely gone, bro? When you get out of jail, the world is completely different, bro. And you was innocent the whole time. That's a crazy, man. Listen, that's a fear for your ass. Like, for real. Pause.
During the rally, Master P emphasized that there were no eyewitnesses to the crime and highlighted that the two key witnesses had already recanted their testimonies. This public demonstration underscored Master P's ongoing support for C and his belief in his brother's innocence, drawing attention to the lack of conclusive evidence in the case.
He got his head up, he in good spirits. It's time for him to come home, an innocent man. You know what I'm saying? They have no more witnesses. Both witnesses has already came and recanted they state.
Celebrities supporting the C murder case have utilized various social media platforms like Instagram and Twitter to increase awareness, advocate for reform, share information, and initiate conversations about the case. Master P emphasized that there were no eyewitnesses to the crime and highlighted that the two key witnesses had already recanted their testimonies. This public demonstration underscored Master P's ongoing support for C and his belief in his brother's innocence, drawing attention to the lack of conclusive evidence in the case.
He got his head up, he in good spirits. It's time for him to come home, an innocent man.
So when people say P wasn't really there for C, I don't know what they do personally, but from outside looking in, I seen Master P rallying up, trying to get his brother out of jail, you dig? So I don't know, man. He was trying. I feel like he was going against some powerful people once again, bro. And there's no amount of money gonna change a person who feel a certain way and passionate and full of hatred. You ain't gonna change them.
You know what I'm saying?
No amount of money.
They have no more witnesses. Both witnesses has already came and recanted they state.
Celebrities supporting the C murder case have utilized various social media platforms like Instagram and Twitter to increase awareness, advocate for reform, share information, and initiate conversations about the case. Moreover, they have made appearances on talk shows and podcasts to delve into the details of the case and emphasize the necessity for reform. Early life and rise to fame. Atlanta rapper Trouble once famously declared that real is rare, a concise statement that resonates deeply within the rap industry. Not the industry consumed by mainstream culture, but the one cultivated from the grassroots up. In this environment, aspiring artists must adapt to their circumstances while maintaining composure. The threat of violence looms close, and it's not uncommon to witness friends succumb before adulthood. Respect is not freely given. It must be earned, often amidst various risks. When observing footage of C strolling through the notorious Calliope projects, a cherished pillar of a forsaken community, it becomes difficult to dispute the unwavering authenticity of the rapper's presence. It's a quality that many fans admire, but
yeah, they ain't gonna lie, bro. Bro was 100, like straight up. He can go back to his hood and live there, like, and be rich, a millionaire living in the hood. You can't be a soft nigga, man. You can't be a peon, bro. Like, and go to the hood because niggas is starving down there, bro. Like, and for him to be able to do that, G, like, you know, he was a real one though, bro. Like, straight up, man. He showed love to his people, man. That's what it seemed like to me.
but such admiration can be fickle.
I could be
All
wrong.
too often, a rapper is praised for being real, only to be cast aside at the first sign of aggression. Never mind that these behaviors are the product of one's environment, where young men are forced to deal with untested PTSD on a daily basis. That's not an attempt to justify the violence, but to understand where such impulses come from. The story of C.
Yeah, bro had a project, bro. That man had a project compartment and was C murdered, bro. Like straight up, that was crazy. I ain't gonna lie, that was crazy, bro. Like, you know, now when I was young, I ain't gonna lie, I did think that was like the dopest shit ever. But now, thinking as an adult now, it's like you looking for trouble, bro. I don't know, but that's just my opinion.
Rife with moral complexities, with the American legal system standing fixed in the center of it. In order to understand the context of C's triumphant rise and catastrophic fall, one must start where it all began. The Calliope projects. Though it went on to be demolished and rebuilt in 2014, for a time, Calliope was considered one of the deadliest places in the United States. In 2004, a documentary on C provided a thorough examination of the projects, painting a picture of the lifestyle and driving philosophies. It wasn't uncommon to see heavy artillery displayed casually. One subject still nursed bullet wounds and a maimed thumb, reflecting on his scars with pride in his voice. Frequent validation of what's real was a constant reminder of the values that defined the Calliope way of life. One need only watch the film for a few minutes to understand the importance of authenticity in the eyes of its residents. "I'm real with it," declares one contributor. "I ain't got all that jewelry, but I got Boku ammo. You heard me? Boku ammo. I ain't about no bling-blinging. I'm about stinging." The impact of such an environment on developing individuals.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I know C ain't say that. Whoever dude was a goofy, bro. That shit was corny as hell, bro. Like, that shit was weak as hell. I ain't gonna lie.
Is profound. Young men are constantly walking a tightrope, needing to navigate carefully to avoid triggering potentially dire consequences. Those who cannot adapt or defend themselves when provoked risk losing more than just their pride. It's remarkable that C not only endured the challenges of his surroundings, but also maintained respect.
And people got to remember, Boosie was locked up with C, so Boosie was in goal on death row, bro. Like, so he did time with C murder, so that's why I feel like they really connected even more and got that bond, bro. So, like, I feel like if Boosie can get out this situation, man, and it's a guy, bro, like, real talk, man. Like, if you innocent, bro, and you really ain't do that, you know, it's a lot of, you know, motherfuckers have a certain reputation, but that just because you got a reputation don't mean it's true. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't, the motherfucker put that coat on you, like, oh, he a killer, but you ain't really killed nobody, and now you fighting for your life and the courts hear about your reputation and shit, and now you about to be. That's basically what happened to him. You know what I'm saying? To C Murder, that's what happened to Boosie, but Boosie was blessed enough to beat his charges. So hopefully C Murder can beat his, man, if he actually innocent. You know what I'm saying? Because if he not innocent, then hey, once again, I don't judge nobody. I let God do that. Straight up.
Even after achieving success in the rap industry. That would not have been possible if a young Master P had not been hustling to distribute his early music through his Richmond-based record label called the No Limit Record Shop. As one of the only shops that would carry and sell gangsta rap, a rapidly rising genre at the time, P quickly found a lane for his then struggling business. After realizing his own come-up hustling in New Orleans made for compelling material, P decided to try his hand at the craft. BT's No Limit chronicles covered his formative days as an MC quite thoroughly, painting a picture of a young dreamer peddling raw tapes in a sea of refined and established competition. After his brother...
See, people do got to put some respect on P name. That boy, hey, P was the first dude to get that distribution deal, man. And after that, like, people took off, man. I'm talking about that amount of money, because people was already getting distribution deals, but like that amount of money out of nowhere, he was damn near unknown. But, you know, the streets knew him. He was selling shit out his record company, out his record store and shit. And he said people used to laugh at him, bro. He said niggas used to laugh at him like, nigga, that shit not gonna work. But look what happened, bro. And that nigga P can hoop. So, like, y'all got to get P his flowers, man. Dude changed the game, man. He laid the blueprint down to how a lot of people doing their shit now and was doing, dropping their music in the early 2000s. It was because of Master P, bro. Straight up.
Kevin was back in the Calliope projects. P was determined to bring his other brothers, Corey Miller and Vishon, Silk the Shocker Miller, as far from that life as possible. Drawing his moniker from his time spent serving as a medic in the Gulf War, C's authenticity quickly translated to his lyrics. Diving headlong into P's vision, C followed his brother to Richmond, California, putting in work until the label was able to return to New Orleans and set up a proper base camp. Though it would be years before his debut solo album, Life or Death, would arrive in 1998, C quickly distinguished himself as a fan favorite through his work on TRU's projects. As No Limit's momentum began to grow in the early 90s, culminating in a platinum album with 1997's TRU to the Game, many were eager to see what C had to offer as a standalone artist. When the time finally came, Life or Death did not disappoint. Riding the wave of momentum, fueled by P's unrelenting and highly prolific release calendar, not to mention the hype of the recent Snoop Dogg signing, C's big drop moved an impressive 197,000 units in its first week. Boasting features from Master P, UGK, Silk the Shocker, the album went a long way in establishing many of defining qualities as an MC.
I want to say people sleep on No Limit, bro. That's why I'm gonna be reacting to a couple more songs because man, No Limit has some burners, bro. Like they had some straight hits, the street hits. That's what I say. Like the streets was fucking with No Limit heavy back in the early and late 90s, man. Going into the 2000s. Then Cash Money came through the door. You know what I'm saying? Juvenile came through the door. That's what I say. Juvenile and Turk, bro. Wayne really wasn't, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't really rapping then. Like he was, when he did drop, he dropped, but he wasn't rapping then. It was Juvie I feel like Juvie was the one that put Cash Money on his back.
Namely his authenticity, rendered in songs like A Second Chance. In the opening bars, C spoke on his early days in the Calliope, his sincere reflections resonating with listeners. Started off as a street thug, just hanging and thugging, he raps in the opening bars. 89 went to jail for and Papa Please ain't no way for me. Probation for 10 years don't mean you're free. What his technique lacked in refinement, he made up for in sheer intensity, leaving fans hanging on his every word. There are some who even felt he earned comparisons to Tupac in that regard. The No Limit movement as a whole resonated with audiences due to its raw authenticity, a quality that had been evident since the early days of Master P's tapes. Reflecting on the documentary that showcased C's frequent returns to the Calliope, it's apparent that despite recognizing the need to pursue a higher purpose, he never abandoned his roots. This deep connection to his origin is what lent such weight to his collaboration with Snoop Dogg on Down For Mine and contributed to the rapid success of his 2000 studio album.
Yeah, that was that. Hey, that was the burner. Fuck the mud. I mean, F the mud. Down for my what mud. Hey, I can't really say it because I don't want YouTube to flag me. But yeah, that was the burner.
Trapped in Crime, a title that unfortunately proved prophetic, which went gold within a month of release after selling 156,000 copies in its first week. Regrettably, C's swift ascent and burgeoning business ambitions came to a sudden halt in 2001 when he became entangled in legal troubles. On August 15, 2001, reports surfaced alleging that C attempted to enter Club Rags in Baton Rouge, but was denied entry by security. Subsequently, it's reported that C pulled out a gun and discharged it inside the club, with the firearm malfunctioning initially before ultimately discharging into the floor. He then reportedly left the scene in an SUV. A Billboard article from that time quoted Baton Rouge police spokesman CPLS Don Kelly, confirming that C was wanted on charges of 2 counts of attempted first-degree and 1 count of illegal use of a weapon. During this tumultuous period, C was in the midst of working on his 4th studio album, CP3.com, which would ultimately be his final release on No Limit.
That CP3.com was, he has some smokers on there, and that's definitely something I'm going to be reacting to for shit show. That CP3 was hard, straight up, pause.
Despite his ongoing legal issues, C's name still carried weight in mainstream circles. However, CP3.com debuted at number 45 on the Billboard charts, marking the lowest-selling album of his career up to that point. This downturn hinted at the challenges he faced amid his legal troubles and their impact on his music career. Behind the scenes, Master P and C found themselves at odds due to a philosophical difference. C unwilling to sever ties with the streets, frequently returned to the Calliope projects, which was depicted in the recent No Limit Chronicles as his environment. The rift between them widened after rest at Rags, which Master P interpreted as a refusal to capitalize on the opportunities afforded by No Limit's success. However, C's demeanor in documented videos made it clear he had no intention of changing his lifestyle. In a comprehensive perspective, the city of New Orleans had a significant impact on C, influencing his incorporation of the city's culture and history into his music as he grew up. Raised in the notorious Calliope projects in the 3rd Ward of Louisiana, Corey was surrounded by poverty, crime, and struggle. Despite these challenges, he found solace in music and developed a strong desire to transcend his circumstances. Growing up alongside his brothers, Master P and Silk the Shocker, Corey's childhood was far from ordinary. The 3 siblings formed a tight bond, navigating the difficulties of their environment together. They were determined to escape the hardships of the projects and establish themselves in the music industry. Together, they formed the iconic hip-hop group True and embarked on a transformative journey. Musical upbringing was shaped by the city's rich musical culture, influenced greatly by his older brother, Master P. He was exposed to a diverse range of musical styles, including R&B, soul, jazz, and hip-hop, which undoubtedly contributed to his artistic development and unique musical identity. These early influences greatly shaped C's music, leading to his distinctive blend of gangsta rap and southern hip-hop. From a young age, Corey displayed a natural talent for music and was drawn to the rhythms and rhymes of hip-hop, using this art form as an outlet to express his thoughts and emotions. Inspired by artists such as Special Ed, Ice-T, and Tupac, Corey honed his skills and developed a unique style that would ultimately captivate audiences worldwide. His exposure to diverse musical genres and influences, coupled with his innate talent and passion for hip-hop, played a pivotal role in shaping C's artistic identity and contributed to the success and impact of his music career.
Hey, yo, that's the end. So I appreciate y'all tuning in to Up&Smoke Reaction channel. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm out.
Hold up, bitch. Yeah. Be on my, I'm talking about Rico.